Virginia Hill was not just a mob mistress. She was one of the most influential women in American organized crime, a figure whose intelligence, charm, and daring placed her at the center of the national syndicate during the 1930s and 1940s, interacting with some of the most notorious criminals in history, including Charles Lucky Luciano, Meyer Lansky, Frank Costello, Anthony Accardo, Jake Luzik, Murray Humphreys, Charles Fischetti, Jack Dragna, Joe Adonis, and of course, Benjamin Bugsy Siegel. Born in 1916 in Alabama, she grew up in a time when women were beginning to break free from the strictures of the Victorian era, exploring new freedoms in dating, work, and social life, which shaped her bold and independent personality. By the age of 17, Hill moved to Chicago, where she worked as a dancer at the Chicago World's Fair, performing in shimmy shows and reportedly engaging in prostitution, all of which exposed her to the seedy underbelly of the city's criminal world. Her life changed when she began working for Joe Epstein, a bookmaker in the outfit gang, placing bets for a commission, gaining experience in managing money, and learning how to navigate criminal networks, which would form the foundation of her role as a trusted money courier and enforcer for the syndicate. Around 1937, she met Bugsy Siegel in New York, beginning a complicated, codependent, and often violent romantic partnership that would last through the rise of Las Vegas as a gambling capital. By 1945, Hill joined Siegel in Las Vegas, where he was backed by the mob to develop the Flamingo Hotel, a project that hemorrhaged money due to Siegel's extravagant construction plans, mismanagement, and lavish spending, which reportedly included millions secretly stashed by Hill in Swiss bank accounts to protect syndicate investments. Hill's presence at the Flamingo was conspicuous, attending multiple opening nights while coloring her hair different shades, embodying the glamorous yet dangerous world of organized crime, and reinforcing her reputation as a woman who could blend beauty with ruthless cunning. Following Siegel's assassination in 1947, ordered by his East Coast backers due to suspicions of mismanagement and embezzlement, Hill's usefulness to the mob declined, and she found herself increasingly pursued by the IRS for tax evasion, owing hundreds of thousands of dollars. In the early 1950s, she moved to Europe, marrying an Austrian skiing champion and having a son, while continuing to be suspected of crossing borders to manage syndicate funds and conduct illicit business in Switzerland. Her notoriety was further cemented when she testified before the U.S. Senate's Kefauver Committee investigating organized crime, delivering evasive yet captivating testimony about Siegel and the syndicate that made her a household name. Despite this fame, Hill's life in the 1960s was marked by depression, financial instability, and isolation, culminating in a suicide attempt in 1965 after mob funds ran out, and ultimately in her death in 1966 when she was found in the snow in Austria from an apparent self-administered overdose, just months short of her 50th birthday. Virginia Hill's life stands as a rare and dramatic example of a woman who reached the highest echelons of organized crime in America, navigating a dangerous world dominated by men, using her intelligence, beauty, and daring to survive, influence, and leave a legacy that fascinates historians, true crime enthusiasts, and the public alike, proving that her story is as complex and compelling as any gangster saga in history, a testament to the interplay of power, crime, ambition, and survival in a turbulent era.